Comprehensive report on forecasted market share increase in automotive renewable energy and public transportation sectors by 2025. Date of report, February 9, 2025. Overview. A significant forecast indicates a projected 25% increase in market share across the automotive renewable energy and public transportation sectors by 2025. This report synthesizes insights from multiple sources highlighting key trends, growth drivers, and potential challenges influencing this transformative landscape. 1. Automotive sector growth. According to the Cox Automotive Forecast, new vehicle sales are predicted to reach approximately 16.3 million units in 2025. This anticipated growth reflects a gradual recovery from the sales fluctuations witnessed in prior years. Factors contributing to this positive trend include improved consumer sentiment, stabilized interest rates, and an increase in vehicle inventory are enhancing consumer confidence. Rise in electric vehicle EV sales. Projections suggest that 1 in 4 vehicles sold will be electrified. The growth in EV popularity is attributed to the introduction of new models and the expansion of charging infrastructure, which is crucial for consumer adoption. The forthcoming year is expected to witness around 15 new electric vehicle models, further propelling EV sales beyond 1.5 million units. The overall market share for electric vehicles is estimated to rise to approximately 10%. Reflecting a shift in consumer preferences towards sustainable transportation solutions. 2. Renewable energy and clean technologies. The Deloitte analysis reveals that the demand for renewable energy is outpacing supply, driven by substantial public and private investments. By the end of 2024, the United States is projected to achieve record increases in solar capacity, expected to grow by 38.4 gigawatts. Battery storage capacity, anticipated to rise by 14.9 gigawatts. Technological innovations, particularly in artificial intelligence (AI) and advanced storage solutions, are pivotal in addressing the increasing demand for clean energy. These innovations not only enhance operational efficiencies but also support the integration of renewable sources into existing energy grids. The forecast highlights that solar and wind power will continue to dominate new energy capacity additions, accounting for nearly 90% of all expansions. The clean tech manufacturing sector, particularly data centers and direct air capture technologies, is expected to significantly contribute to this growth. 3. Public transportation developments. The transition towards electrified public transportation is being accelerated by federal and state policies aimed at promoting sustainable energy solutions. Key highlights include policy support. Legislative frameworks are increasingly focusing on clean energy deployment in public transportation systems, aiming to reduce urban emissions and improve air quality. Integration of renewable sources. Public transit systems are working to incorporate renewable energy into their operations, facilitating a more sustainable urban transportation ecosystem. As urban areas continue to grapple with pollution and congestion, the demand for efficient and eco-friendly public transportation solutions is projected to rise, reinforcing the need for strategic investments in this sector. 4. Common key points across sectors. Investment and demand. All sectors emphasize the critical role of investment in fostering growth. The increasing preference for sustainable solutions is identified as a key market driver across automotive and renewable energy sectors. Technological innovation. AI and advanced technologies are recognized as essential enablers across sectors, enhancing operational efficiencies and supporting the necessary infrastructure development. Regulatory environment. The influence of federal and state policies is a recurring theme, indicating that upcoming legislative changes could significantly impact market dynamics. The Inflation Reduction Act (IRA) and other initiatives are expected to catalyze investments in clean technologies. 5. Timeline of events. 2023 to 2024, the automotive sector experiences record EV sales alongside a robust push towards renewable energy infrastructure. End of 2024, anticipated increases in renewable capacities spurred by supportive policies. 2025, expected to be a turning point as automotive sales rebound. Electrified vehicles gain mainstream acceptance and renewable energy solutions address the supply-demand gap. 6. Differences among sources. Focus areas. Cox Automotive primarily concentrates on automotive sales forecasts and consumer behavior trends. Deloitte conversely provides a broader perspective on renewable energy investments and technological advancements. Market sentiment. Cox Automotive conveys an optimistic outlook regarding consumer satisfaction and market conditions, while Deloitte addresses potential challenges related to supply chains and financing which may impact the pace of renewable energy deployment. Conclusion. The convergence of technological advancements, favorable market conditions, and supportive policies is poised to elevate market shares across the automotive, renewable energy, and public transportation sectors by 2025. This evolution is characterized by a strong emphasis on sustainability, innovation, and the need for increased investment to meet the growing demand for clean energy and transportation solutions. As we approach 2025, stakeholders across these sectors should be prepared to navigate the challenges and opportunities that arise in this rapidly transforming landscape. The interplay between consumer preferences, technological innovation, and regulatory frameworks will ultimately shape the future of these critical industries. The forecasted 25% increase in market share across the automotive, renewable energy, and public transportation sectors by 2025 presents several counterintuitive insights that challenge conventional wisdom about these industries. Here are the notable counterintuitive points derived from the content. 1. Electric vehicles, EVs, and market dynamics. Although many expect Tesla to dominate the EV market, the forecast indicates that Tesla's share is decreasing, suggesting that competition from new models and brands may be more robust than anticipated. This counters the belief that Tesla's brand loyalty and market leadership would remain unchallenged as new entrants gain traction. 2. Investment versus demand in renewable energy. The report highlights that despite the increasing demand for renewable energy outpacing supply, investment in the sector is at an all-time high. This presents a paradox where demand growth is not immediately matched by supply, indicating that the industry is in a race against time to scale up production and infrastructure. The idea that supply would naturally follow demand may not hold true in the short term. 3. Data centers and renewable energy competition. The surging demand from data centers for clean energy is resulting in competition with other renewable projects. This is counterintuitive because one might assume that increased demand for renewable energy would uniformly benefit the sector. Instead, the rapid growth in data center energy requirements is creating a scenario where not all renewable projects may secure necessary resources, illustrating a complex interplay of demand dynamics. 4. Electric vehicle adoption and infrastructure. The expansion of EV charging infrastructure is expected to proceed despite potential policy changes, which goes against the common perception that policy uncertainty would stifle growth. The report suggests that public and private partnerships are effectively driving expansion, indicating resilience in the sector that may not be widely acknowledged. 5. Job growth in renewable energy. The renewable energy sector is creating jobs at a faster rate than fossil fuels, which might seem intuitive given the global shift towards sustainability. However, the report emphasizes that the utility industry faces significant challenges in securing a workforce, countering the assumption that job creation in renewables would be straightforward and easily matched by workforce availability. 6. Consumer sentiment versus economic indicators. The forecast posits that improving consumer sentiment in the automotive sector will support growth even amid rising vehicle prices and affordability concerns. This goes against the intuition that negative economic indicators such as high prices would dampen consumer enthusiasm. Instead, it suggests that consumer behavior may be influenced more by optimism about the economy than by immediate financial pressures. 7. Regulatory environment and market growth. While many believe that regulatory changes will slow down renewable energy adoption, the forecast indicates that existing market dynamics and technological advancements may continue to drive growth regardless of policy shifts. This suggests a more resilient market structure than one might expect, where innovation can outpace regulatory hurdles. 8. Shift in carbon markets. The transition from purchasing renewable energy offsets to focusing on carbon dioxide removal (CDR) highlights a shift in strategy that may seem counterintuitive. Many organizations are moving towards operational decarbonization rather than relying solely on renewable energy credits. This reflects a nuanced understanding of sustainability efforts that challenges the simplistic view of carbon accounting, implying a deeper commitment to actual emission reductions. 9. Affordability and market growth. The forecast anticipates that despite ongoing challenges related to vehicle affordability, the automotive market will see significant growth in sales. This contradicts the notion that high prices would universally stifle demand, instead suggesting that factors like improved consumer sentiment and inventory levels could mitigate price impacts. 10. Technological innovation in renewable energy. The report indicates that advancements in technology such as AI and long-duration energy storage will play a crucial role in the renewable energy sector's growth. While one might expect that technological innovation would naturally align with market demand, the report suggests that the relationship is more complex, with technology potentially outpacing market adjustments. These counterintuitive insights reveal that the dynamics in the automotive, renewable energy, and public transportation sectors are more complex than straightforward growth narratives. Understanding these nuances can help stakeholders navigate the evolving landscape effectively. The forecasted 25% increase in market share across the automotive, renewable energy, and public transportation sectors by 2025 is underpinned by several trends, drivers, and challenges that are significant yet often overlooked in broader discussions. Here are key insights and their importance. 1. Growth in electrified vehicles. While many recognize the increasing sales of electric vehicles (EVs), the forecast that 1 in 4 vehicles sold will be electrified by 2025 is a pivotal point that merits deeper consideration. This statistic not only highlights the shift in consumer preferences but also signifies a substantial transformation in manufacturing and supply chain processes. The impact of this transition is multifaceted, encompassing environmental benefits, changes in raw material sourcing, lithium, cobalt, etc., and implications for job markets within traditional automotive sectors. The potential for EVs to account for a significant portion of vehicle sales raises questions about the sustainability of current battery production methods, recycling capabilities, and the infrastructure required to support such a shift. 2. Renewable energy demand versus supply. The report indicates that renewable energy demand is outpacing supply, with a projected record increase in solar and battery storage capacities. This trend is significant as it underscores the urgency for innovations in energy generation and storage technologies. The challenges of meeting this demand, particularly through traditional fossil fuel sources, highlight a critical juncture in energy policy and infrastructure development. The integration of advanced technologies like AI in energy management and storage solutions is crucial. Companies that leverage AI for optimizing energy distribution and storage could gain competitive advantages. Yet the broader implications for labor markets, transitioning from fossil fuel jobs to renewable sector roles, are often glossed over in mainstream discussions. 3. Impact of federal and state policies. The influence of federal and state policies on both the automotive and renewable energy sectors is a recurring theme. The anticipated legislative changes under a new administration could significantly alter the landscape. The Inflation Reduction Act and its provisions for renewable energy incentives are already shaping investments and growth trajectories. However, the potential for policy shifts, such as changes to EV tax credits or permitting reforms, could disrupt current momentum. Stakeholders must remain vigilant to adapt to these changes, which may not receive adequate attention until they manifest in market fluctuations or investment hesitations. 4. Technological innovations in energy storage. The advancements in long-duration energy storage (LDS) and the emergence of technologies like green hydrogen are often not fully appreciated for their transformative potential. These innovations can address the intermittency issues of renewable sources, enabling a steadier supply of electricity that aligns with demand. The exploration of LDS technologies such as iron-air batteries and enhanced geothermal systems represents a significant leap toward achieving a reliable renewable energy framework. The complexities and costs associated with developing these technologies as well as their integration into existing energy grids warrant careful consideration and discussion among industry stakeholders. 5. Workforce development challenges. The report discusses the rapid growth of clean energy jobs, emphasizing that renewable energy jobs grew at twice the rate of fossil fuel jobs. However, the challenges related to workforce development and the skills gap in renewable sectors are critical yet often overlooked. The transition to greener technologies requires a workforce equipped with new skills, but many organizations may lack the infrastructure to develop these programs. The importance of strategic workforce development initiatives cannot be overstated, as they will determine the pace and success of the energy transition. Companies that proactively engage in workforce training and development are likely to thrive, while those that neglect this aspect may face significant operational challenges. 6. Data center demand for clean energy. The increasing demand from data centers for renewable energy is another critical trend that might not be immediately apparent but has far-reaching implications. As data centers expand their operations, they are becoming major consumers of energy, which is often sourced from renewables. This trend highlights the intersection of technology and energy, where AI and clean tech manufacturing drive the demand for clean energy solutions. The competition for renewable resources between data centers and other industries could exacerbate supply constraints and raise prices, making this an area worthy of attention as it unfolds. 7. Carbon management and high-integrity offsets. The role of renewables in carbon management is a growing area of focus. The shift from purchasing renewable energy offsets to operational decarbonization and carbon dioxide removal (CDR) signifies a change in how companies approach sustainability goals. This evolution is critical as it reflects the increasing scrutiny on the validity and integrity of carbon credits. The development of robust carbon markets and the integration of renewables in CDR strategies will be essential for achieving net zero targets. Stakeholders must remain informed about these developments, as they could reshape corporate sustainability strategies and investment priorities. Conclusion: the forecasted increase in market share across the automotive, renewable energy and public transportation sectors is not merely a statistic but a reflection of profound shifts in technology policy and consumer behavior. The insights outlined above reveal critical areas that warrant further exploration and analysis, as they hold the potential to influence outcomes in both the short and long term. Recognizing these factors is essential for stakeholders aiming to navigate the evolving landscape and capitalize on emerging opportunities while mitigating risks. In-depth analysis of the forecasted 25% increase in market share by 2025. The forecast of a 25% increase in market share across the automotive, renewable energy, and public transportation sectors by 2025 presents several critical points for analysis and discussion. Below are 4 valuable points derived from the provided content, each highlighting crucial trends, drivers, and implications for the respective sectors. 1. Growth in the automotive sector, electrification, and consumer sentiment. The automotive sector is projected to see a significant rebound in new vehicle sales, anticipated to reach approximately 16.3 million units in 2025. This growth is largely attributed to improved consumer sentiment, stabilized interest rates, and a burgeoning inventory of vehicles available for sale. A key driver of this growth will be the adoption of electric vehicles (EVs), with projections indicating that 1 in 4 vehicles sold will be electrified. The implications of this electrification trend are multifaceted. Changing consumer preferences. As the market shifts towards electrification, manufacturers must adapt to evolving consumer preferences for sustainable transportation solutions. This may require significant investments in EV infrastructure, including charging stations and maintenance facilities. Market competition. The automotive landscape is becoming increasingly competitive, with traditional manufacturers and new entrants vying for market share. Notably, Tesla's declining market share from nearly 80% in 2020 to approximately 50% in 2024 underscores the dynamic nature of this sector. Policy influence. Legislative changes, including potential adjustments to EV tax credits, could affect consumer purchasing behavior and overall market growth. The upcoming administration's approach to environmental policy will be critical in shaping the industry's trajectory. 2. Renewable energy demand outpacing supply. Investment in technological innovation. The renewable energy sector is experiencing robust growth driven by increasing demand that is outpacing supply. By the end of 2024, the U.S. is expected to see record increases in solar and battery storage capacities. This surge is fueled by significant public and private investments, with an expected 38.4 gigawatts increase in solar capacity and a 14.9 gigawatts rise in battery storage. Key aspects of this trend include technological advancements. The integration of advanced technologies such as artificial intelligence (AI) and long-duration energy storage will be pivotal in meeting the growing demand for clean energy. These innovations can enhance efficiency, optimize energy distribution, and facilitate the transition to a more sustainable energy grid. Investment landscape. The influx of investment, particularly in clean tech manufacturing, indicates a broader trend towards sustainability. Companies in this sector are increasingly focusing on renewable solutions, which could drive down costs and improve accessibility for consumers and businesses alike. Policy implications. Federal and state policies, including the Inflation Reduction Act, are expected to play a critical role in shaping the renewable energy landscape. As government initiatives support clean energy deployment, the sector is likely to attract more investment and foster innovation. 3. Transformations in public transportation, electrification, and sustainability initiatives. The public transportation sector is undergoing a significant transformation, driven by federal and state policies aimed at enhancing clean energy deployment. The transition to electrified public transport is critical for urban areas seeking to reduce emissions and improve air quality. Key drivers include sustainability goals. As cities grapple with pollution and climate change, the need for sustainable transportation solutions becomes imperative. Electrified public transit options can significantly reduce carbon footprints while improving urban air quality. Policy support. Government policies promoting clean energy are facilitating the integration of renewable energy sources into public transit systems. This support is essential for developing the necessary infrastructure and ensuring that public transportation remains viable and efficient. Consumer engagement. As public awareness of environmental issues grows, there may be increased demand for sustainable public transportation options. This trend could lead to higher ridership rates and greater investment in improving public transit systems. 4. Technological innovations and workforce development in renewables. The renewable energy sector's growth is closely tied to technological innovations and the development of a skilled workforce. As clean energy technologies mature, the demand for skilled labor in this sector is rising. Key considerations include workforce challenges. Despite growth in renewable jobs, the sector faces challenges in securing a skilled workforce. Organizations must proactively implement workforce development programs to prepare for the changing landscape and ensure they can meet future demands. Integration of AI and automation, technological innovations including AI and advanced automation are not only enhancing operational efficiencies but also reshaping workforce needs. Companies must adapt to these changes by investing in training and development initiatives that align with emerging technologies. Long-term investment. Building a robust workforce is essential for sustaining growth in the renewable energy sector. Partnerships with educational institutions, trade schools, and apprenticeship programs can help cultivate a talent pool equipped with the necessary skills for the future. Conclusion: the forecasted 25% increase in market share across the automotive, renewable energy, and public transportation sectors by 2025 highlights significant transformations driven by consumer trends, technological innovations, regulatory frameworks, and investment landscapes. A comprehensive understanding of these dynamics is crucial for stakeholders including policymakers, industry leaders, and consumers as they navigate the evolving landscape of these interconnected sectors. As we approach 2025, the ability to adapt to these changes will determine success in achieving sustainable growth and addressing the pressing challenges of climate change and urbanization. 1. The Industrial Revolution 1760 to 1840. The Industrial Revolution marked a significant transformation in manufacturing processes, moving from hand production methods to machines and introducing mass production techniques. This era saw the rise of industries such as textiles, iron, and coal mining, fundamentally altering economies and societies. The shift fostered urbanization as people moved to cities for factory jobs, leading to increased productivity and economic growth. It also spurred technological innovations including the steam engine and mechanized looms, which facilitated new manufacturing efficiencies. However, this rapid industrialization also brought challenges such as labor exploitation, environmental degradation, and public health crises. 2. The Green Revolution 1940s to 1960s. The Green Revolution refers to a period of agricultural transformation that introduced high-yielding varieties of staple crops, chemical fertilizers, and advanced irrigation techniques. It significantly increased food production in developing countries, particularly in Asia and Latin America. This agricultural shift was pivotal in preventing famines and boosting economies. The use of genetically modified crops and modern farming practices allowed countries like India and Mexico to become self-sufficient in food production. However, it also raised concerns about environmental sustainability, biodiversity loss, and the socio-economic impacts on smallholder farmers, leading to debates about the long-term viability of industrial agriculture. 3. The rise of renewable energy 2000s present. The global shift towards renewable energy sources has accelerated significantly since the early 2000s, driven by concerns over climate change, energy security, and the depletion of fossil fuels. Countries around the world have invested heavily in solar, wind, and other renewable technologies, leading to a dramatic decrease in costs and increased adoption. This transition is reshaping the energy landscape, with renewables now accounting for a substantial share of global energy production. Government policies, technological innovations, and public awareness campaigns have played critical roles in this shift. However, challenges such as energy storage, grid integration, and reliance on rare materials for renewable technologies continue to pose significant hurdles for the sector's growth. Future outlook: anticipating a 25% increase in market share across automotive, renewable energy, and public transportation sectors by 2025. As we approach 2025, significant trends are emerging across the automotive, renewable energy, and public transportation sectors, leading to a projected 25% increase in market share. This growth is driven by evolving consumer preferences, technological advancements, and supportive regulatory frameworks. Below, we explore key predictions shaping the future of these interconnected industries. 1. Automotive sector evolution. The automotive sector is on the brink of transformation, particularly with the rise of electric vehicles (EVs). By 2025, we expect approximately 16.3 million new vehicle sales, marking a recovery from previous downturns. Notably, 1 in 4 vehicles sold will be electrified, driven by the introduction of new models and enhanced charging infrastructure. Consumer sentiment and economic factors. Improved consumer sentiment, partly fueled by stabilized interest rates and increased vehicle inventory, will enhance demand. The anticipated decline in auto loan rates alongside a recovering economy will further encourage vehicle purchases. Technological innovation. Automakers will increasingly leverage AI and advanced manufacturing techniques, improving production efficiency and reducing costs. This technological shift will bolster the competitiveness of EVs against traditional internal combustion engine vehicles. 2. Renewable energy surge. The renewable energy sector is expected to experience unprecedented growth, driven by robust investments and a sustainable energy transition. Capacity expansion. By the end of 2024, the U.S. is projected to add record capacities in solar, 38.4 gigawatts, and battery storage, 14.9 gigawatts. The demand for renewable energy will outpace supply, necessitating accelerated deployment of clean technologies. Technological advances. Innovations such as AI in optimizing energy production and distribution, alongside advancements in long-duration energy storage, will be critical. These technologies will enable utilities to better manage the intermittent nature of renewable sources and meet the growing demand from sectors like data centers and clean tech manufacturers. Policy support. Legislative frameworks such as the Inflation Reduction Act will continue to foster investment in renewable infrastructure, promoting a favorable environment for growth. 3. Public transportation transformation. The public transportation sector is poised for significant transformation as cities pivot towards sustainability. Electrification initiatives. Federal and state policies will drive the electrification of public transit systems, enhancing efficiency and reducing emissions. Investments in electric buses and trains will be prioritized to improve urban air quality. Integration with renewable energy. Public transportation systems will increasingly integrate renewable energy sources such as solar and wind to power their operations. This shift will not only decrease operational costs but also align with broader climate goals. Urban mobility solutions. Innovations in mobility solutions, including ride-sharing and autonomous vehicles, will further reshape public transportation, making it more accessible and efficient. 4. Investment and demand dynamics. Across all sectors, the role of investment will be paramount. The interplay between growing consumer demand for sustainable solutions and capital investments in clean technologies will drive market growth. Investment trends. Significant capital inflows into clean tech manufacturing, renewable energy projects, and automotive innovations will create a robust ecosystem that supports growth. Consumer demand for sustainability. Increasing environmental awareness among consumers will fuel demand for electric vehicles and renewable energy solutions. This shift in consumer preferences will compel companies to adapt quickly to remain competitive. 5. Challenges and considerations. While the outlook is positive, several challenges could impact this trajectory. Supply chain constraints. Ongoing supply chain disruptions may hinder the pace of growth in both the automotive and renewable sectors, particularly in the availability of critical components like semiconductors and battery materials. Regulatory uncertainty. Changes in government policies and regulations can create unpredictability in investment environments. The potential for shifting incentives for EVs and renewable energy projects could influence market dynamics. Workforce development. The burgeoning sectors will require a skilled workforce adept in new technologies. Companies will need to invest in workforce development programs to bridge skill gaps and ensure a steady supply of qualified workers. Conclusion. The forecasted 25% increase in market share across the automotive, renewable energy, and public transportation sectors by 2025 represents a significant shift towards sustainability and innovation. With technological advancements, supportive policies, and evolving consumer preferences, these sectors are well positioned for transformative growth. However, Stakeholders must remain vigilant to navigate potential challenges and capitalize on the opportunities ahead. The convergence of these trends is not just a market prediction, it is a clarion call for a sustainable future.